So that's how, they want you to feel. They want you to feel powerless so that you will lay down and just take it so they can be able to do anything they want to you. Um, that's why black unity is important. I can understand an individual feeling like they don't have any power. All you're trying to do is take care of your family. But when you have a mass group of black people who can come together and put, ideas together, individual ideas out of their head and put them together and work together and come up with a plan and a solution, and you can put money together, you can do some things. That's all white people do. Corporations, businesses, churches, they all have each other's back. I'm so tired of the argument that white people give me, talking about you can't blame all white people for racism and you can't judge me for something my forefathers did. First of all, yes, I can, and I will do it. It's my choice. I can just easily say you can't, look at the jail systems and say all black people are crime ridden, commit crimes, and just are negative people. You can say that. I just said it. You can easily say it. And at your will, be my guest. I hate when they say that you can't blame, you can't, lump all white people together. There's a few bad apples here and there, they say, but you can't judge all white people by that. Well, I've come to the conclusion that, okay, of course, all white people are not racist or ignorant. I believe there's a very small percentage that have some sense and really sympathize with black people, know what's going on, and think it's wrong and want it to stop so we can all have fun in this country, if I could put it that way. But my thing is this: if majority of white folks were not racist, then the system that has been put in place to keep brown people down and in the condition that they're in would not be so strong, number one, and would not last as long. But because they have a very strong network of like-minded people behind it who keep it in place, that assures me that most of them are that way. So they stick together and they help each other out. And if black people just had the gall, the sense, and the finances to do the same, you know, you don't know what we could do. You as an individual can't do much. I understand that. And I understand you feeling that way, but that's not the way you should feel. Going back to Africa, and I'm going to end it on this note. Um, Everybody say we need to move forward and stop thinking about the past. Why would you move forward if moving forward would be taking you nowhere? I've heard people say many times, I've heard white people say it, I've heard black people say it, and the quote is this: black people are in worse conditions than they were before civil rights. At least during civil rights, we had a sense of respect about ourselves. We were wearing our natural hair, and yes, history repeats itself, and a lot of sisters are going natural, and a lot of brothers are getting their act together. I respect that. I applaud you. I'm proud of you, and I'm here with you. Me and my family are here with you. My husband, my children. We love black people, but it's not enough. Believe it or not, I don't care how many conscious black people you have on your Facebook or how many you see on YouTube. Everybody who's not on your friends list, all the ones who don't follow you on Twitter, the ones that you don't see on YouTube, they trying to look like Nicki Minaj, they listen to Waka Flocka, and it's not good. It's not enough of us. So at least during the civil rights movement and the Black Panther era, at least we were coming together, trying to help each other and promoting black love. Um, and we had a knowledge and a consciousness about ourselves and what was going on, and we spread the word and we tried to help each other. Even still today, with a certain level of consciousness going on, it's not like it was back then. I don't see the love. I see the love for self from a lot of people, but I hardly ever see the love for your brothers and your sisters. Like, reaching out and trying to get together and network and make real things happen, not personal things. I see people reaching out to make personal things happen for you and that person, a little small business venture here to get a little money. But what about the things that you can do to help all of us? That's where I'm coming from. Let's get together and put a plan in place to help everybody, not to help a group here and then that group goes over there and help themselves. Let's all come together and help all of us. And like I said, I haven't even stepped foot in Africa, but there's no doubt in my mind that that concept I just spoke of and came up with, that's an African way of thinking. One for all and all for one. That's Africa. We are in a worse condition now than we've ever been in. I've heard black people and white people say that black people are worse off than they've ever been. You know, um, drugs hit us hard in the 80s, the early, late 80s. Um, Teen pregnancy, just, I mean, it's just unbelievable. It's just ridiculous. So, moving from a good point, and we're just like, we're advancing with society. I don't want to say advancing, don't get me off guard. Like, we're moving along with the world, but because we're so caught up in, and we're constantly bombarded with uh, uh, theologies and images of moving forward and advancing, and we've been put in this position to think of slavery as something past and that we've accomplished something. We're like, okay, now it's just forward from here on. But I'm telling you that behind that curtain of the future, behind that hidden, that curtain that's hiding something, black people are just going down and down and down and down, and you're made to believe. And I can't really explain it to you. You're just gonna have to think about it and figure it out yourself. I don't really know how to word it right now, but you're believed to think you're going up and up and up. And you might say, well, how the hell is that possible? How you gonna tell me I'm going down, but somebody making me think I'm going up? That's the part I can't explain to you. I really can't explain it to you, sister, brother. But I mean, I, I, I don't know what to tell you. So this is a plea to my people who I love. I don't care where you are, your age, what your hair looks like, what color eyes you have. If you're brown, okay, if you resemble my color in any way, we need to get back to our old ways of life. We need to leave this Eurocentric American stuff alone. We were brought to this country in chains. We do not have the same privileges that they have. Their forefathers conquered this land. Therefore, they have the freedoms. It's their land. We were brought here as slaves with no intention of us ever being set free. But when it happened, they had to do what they had to do. So now they say everyone is equal. But still in all, our forefathers did not murder anyone or conquer this land. We have no power here. We need to get back to our ways. Trust and believe me. If you begin to reach out to Africa and try to get back to the way things were, your life will improve. You will feel better about yourself. I mean, trying to act European just is bad for you when you're African. I know some people out there are probably not trying to hear me. I understand. But just, you're so comfortable. You sleep. And I'm like, hey, back to Africa, back to Africa. And you like, I'm asleep. I'm asleep. I understand. Wake up. Get up and walk around with me. Put your feet on the ground. Breathe some air. I know it feels good to sleep. It's winter time. You got your heat on and your covers on you. And you're resting your brain right now. Don't be lazy. Get up and walk around with me. Okay? You've slept long enough. Don't you want change? Obama is not the change that you need. Okay? Don't you want change? Aren't you tired of laying in that lumpy bed? Please wake up. And we need to get back to our old ways. We need to reach out to one another, and we need to know the plan. Really know, not assume, not believe, not think, not speculate. But we need to get the facts and the proof and really know that there is a plan and a system that has been set up against us to make us think, act a certain way, and believe certain things. And it's working very well. And we need to wake up and get from up under it. So this is Hotep Ma'at Moet Talib coming to you, sending you peace and love, and I hope my message reached you. You can friend me on Facebook. I'm always looking for new friends. Follow me on Twitter. I will follow back. We can talk. I love my people, and I hope you guys have a good day. So that's my message. That's my message for today. Back to Africa and black people sleepwalking. If you ever heard that term and you don't know what people really meant, like, what you mean I'm asleep? I'm woke. I'm looking at you. No, you don't really know what's going on. You don't want to know or you don't care to know. That's how you're asleep. You need to find out. It is very important. Wake up. Let's get back to Africa. What were we doing before these people came and bothered us? That's very important that we relearn our ways because we had knowledge that they had not had, and it was taken from us upon our enslavement. We were doing great things. We need to get back to doing great things because right now we're not doing much of anything.